What's up, guys? JPC, and today we're back with another informational video. This one more focused towards centers, especially inside centers who set picks, screen, roll, rebound. Now, before anything, like the video, join our Discord. The link will be in the description. With that out the way, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get into the tips. Pause. Alright, so the very first thing I'm gonna mention, and it's really simple, really easy. Box out as a center whenever you get the chance. Do not try to out jump that 99 old board big on the other side, because 8 out of 10 times you will lose. So when you get the opportunity, box out. That's it. First tip. Second one, we're going to be talking about screen placement. Now, what you have to notice in these clips is that the screens are being set where that lock is going to go next. His next step to the side, that's when the screen hits. Now, as you see, there's still times where there's a gap between me and my screener, but that screen is still being set where I want to go and where the lock would have to try to beat me to avoid letting up an open shot. Now, eventually, this is what's going to open up the slip, but we're going to get to that in a second. The important thing is that the screen is set in the direction that the guard wants to attack or fake, and that it's in a spot lock moves to, he's gonna get hit. I've seen it too many times where a screen is being set behind a guard, behind the lockdown. You have to make sure that the screen you're setting is in a place that the guard wants to go and the lock is trying to cut off. That's the most important part in setting screens. Now we can get into the slips. So the first thing you want to look for when going for your slip is if that back end defender on the pick and roll is playing too high. Once you see that and your guard is moving, ideally when he's crossing the screen or making a move, that's when you go. You don't have to hold the screen or make sure that the screen hits, because you're getting a free lane to the basket. Now on higher levels they'll rotate, but the key thing to remember is when to slip, which is when that back end defender is playing too high. That means you go. And this doesn't just apply for on ball screens, it applies for off ball screens as well. If that defender is too focused on helping out that shooter, curling the screen or wrapping, you can go get yourself an easy 2. Keep that in mind. I don't want you guys slipping when the back end is playing in the paint. Say a team is in a 2-3 zone. There's no need to slip there. Just hold the screen, and like I said, watch for that placement as I brought up earlier. But when they're playing high, playing aggressive, trying to stop that 3 from your guard, that's your time to go. And obviously, there's going to be times where you have to make extra passes, which we're going to see later in this video. Now, another thing that I have to bring up as a center is throwing outlet passes once you catch the rebound. Don't catch, wait, turn, look, dribble. Once you catch that board, your teammates should have already called their icons to throw that fast break pass. You need to push tempo and get easy buckets. And if not, once you catch it, still don't dribble. Get the ball back to your guard who could bring the ball up the court safely. I've seen mad times centers just catch, dribble, get ripped. They catch, there's a wide open fast break, they don't throw it, they wait until they see it to throw it. And to me, that's an issue. Sometimes it's not your fault, but throwing the break is really important to a team's offense. And as a center, you need to have that in your bag. It's just that simple. The last thing I want to go over for centers is making that extra pass once you catch the slip. Now, like I said earlier, you're going to have your dunks. But once they start seeing that, they're going to rotate over, and you have to be a willing passer to your corner shooters or your hash shooters, depending on who rotates. I know all the concepts in this video seem simple, but when you actually apply them and keep perfecting your craft, you're going to notice the difference in skill between you and other centers, because you have all your fundamentals at the top level. Keep working at all these things. I promise you're going to see a difference. Your guards are going to love running with you. Your corners are going to love the passes you make. And when you box out, rebound, throw breaks, the offense will just look better. Again, y'all know how we do it over here in JP. Videos is not too long, try to keep it informational, straight to the point. And as usual, comment what you see, what you think about everything you heard so far in this video. And if you need a community to be a part of, join the Discord, the link is in the description. More videos coming for every single position, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. We're going to have all that lined up. We're getting back to breaking down the details, giving y'all good information. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. As usual though, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.